All right. I've been reading some Batman stuff. This is another kind of semi-out-of-print thing that I found recently from like the early 2000s. Brian Azzarello took a crack at Batman. He took one later. Also, the famous Batwang, but that's not in here. That's a different book. I've never been a huge fan of Azzarello's writing. Well, I guess we'll get to this. So this is Broken City. And it's a murder mystery which Batman's investigating over the course of things. It's not my favorite art. He deals with Killer Croc several times over the course. I guess the art's okay. It's not bad. Interesting stylistic stuff, but I just, the Killer Croc faces sometimes are just a little goofy for the rest of the tone, which is very like dark and sort of edgy. But you see, I don't know. It's like an in-between of really dark, edgy art and then cartoony art. It goes back and forth. Just kind of odd. But there's this like used car salesman guy who's dead or gone, on the run, and his sister was killed. There's a kid who's been killed. Batman just keeps on trying to get information, really getting nowhere across it over the course of things. He ties in the cops through this girl who he met's a stripper, and it's dark. It's very much like Frank Miller dark style sort of stuff. Eventually, with the kid, it ties Batman's thoughts back to his childhood when he became Batman and vowed to get revenge for his parents. I'm really sick of like the tied back to origins kind of stories in these things. I mean, they're just overdone. But the Penguin gets involved. He's really running out of nowhere. We got the ventriloquist who's causing problems here. Everybody's looking for this guy. Batman's looking for this guy. The Underworld's looking for this guy. We get a couple different villains through here. And nobody can find him. And he keeps beating up. It is, I mean, the Killer Croc gets used as kind of humor over the course of it. That's kind of rough for me, too, because when you use these villains who were serious and then you treat them like that, treat them like just like easy punching bags, you just kind of like ruin the villain for future stories, and they always try to make him serious again. It makes it very difficult. But I don't know. The art style's a little like I said, back too cartoony to too dark. He ends up dealing with this like Asian gang to try to find him, and it turns out that the killer was literally just the girl from the beginning, and she was doing things to try to protect the guy, and she thought she was doing right, and that's that. So little bit of Joker action at the end, but I don't know. I read it. It's a pretty fast paced read, I'd say, which is nice. But again, I just don't like the art very much, and I don't like that like dark, edgy, overly gritty, which is what this is. So. It's all right at the end of the day. It's readable, kind of forgettable, 7 out of 10. And we'll leave it at that. Call it a day. All right. Let me know what you think about this. Hit that like and subscribe button. We'll be back soon.